What is up, everybody? Welcome to Tuesday, the Bearded Browns podcast. We're here live. It's the off season, so we're allowed to have roster changes. We did it this week. Angel and Chad are not able to make the show, so we brought the Saturday crew here. Our roster change for the week. We got Sam. You guys know Sam. Everybody knows Sam, right?
Everybody knows Sam.
Sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody from the Saturday crew is here, and I know that because my introduction to get interrupted by Gary barking at me this morning. I'm so used to getting barked at every morning. But we are here. We are live. We have Logan Bruce. For everybody that doesn't know, this is his Tuesday premiere of coming on. He's shaking his head because I
couldn't sleep last night. I was
prime time. I said, Logan, you prime time now, dog. You are prime time.
You are prime time today. And for all of you that don't know Logan, tell everybody a little bit about yourself. I'll play the video here in a minute, but for people that don't know you and your music, not just your Brown stuff, but
So I live in Lakewood. I've been a Browns fan forever. Fortunately, unfortunately, and I started making music like 10 years ago. If you guys want Logan Bruce music on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, all that, I have a bunch of original, like real music out there. And I guess social media handle is the same also. And I don't know, after the Titans game last year, I don't know if everybody remembers that, Tony Pollard turned into Barry Sanders. Kevin Stefanski decided that it'd be worth it to start going for two instead of kicking the extra point every time. We lost the game. I was furious after the game. I have season tickets, so I got home and said, I need to put this into a song. Like, because there's nothing else that's going to work. I need to put this in a song. And it blew up on Instagram and Facebook and everything. And pretty much anytime I get pissed at Cleveland sports, it turns into a song now.
It's a lot of songs, isn't it?
a lot of songs. Yeah. And they've been on like ESPN Cleveland and everything, and a lot of cool stuff has happened. I'm on the podcast because of that Titans Browns song. So
I think they had you on 92.3, The Fan. My buddy Rick Amador is the one who got me linked up with you. He sent me that. I'm like, dude, this is hilarious. This is great. He goes, you should get him on your show. I said, yeah, that would be awesome. And I'm not thinking about it. And he's like, I know the dude. I'm like, what? I said, wait a minute. I said, that cat? He goes, yeah. I said, man, let me get his info, man. We got to get him on. And next thing you know, we had Logan on one Saturday, and then the next Saturday he was part of the show. So
that's what I think. Like right after, we all texted each other and was just like, dude, let's just get. I was just saying, like, let me keep coming back, and you guys let me. Now I'm on Tuesday, so I literally started all the way at the bottom. Now I'm on the Tuesday show. I'm on top.
Started at the bottom. Now you're here. Like I said, roster changes. But for all of you that haven't heard his music yet, I'm going to play you a little bit of it and enjoy this because it makes the losses so much easier.
They give up 3 first rounds to land you, but they can't have you because you're mine. If 5 wins is the closest that you'll ever be to a Super Bowl, then I think that's fine. 'Cause all I can see are the losses. There'll be so many without you here. And I don't care what Jerry Jones offers. I choose my sanity over your career. So we can't trade away Myles Garrett. If we do, then our whole team will be cheeks.
There's more to that, but I just figured I'd stop it on the butt cheeks part.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I love it, man. I love it.
Keep PG-13 for today.
Yeah. Hey, don't let Logan fool you over there. That's his parody stuff. But Logan, you got to go to check out Logan's music. Logan has really great inspirational music. Talk about some recovery. Yeah, for sure, man. Like I told you the first time I listened to it, because you brought up like Four Corners, Amherst. And I'm like, I started putting things together in my head. I'm like, yeah, man, I know that.
All the bars in downtown. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
Just-
I used to crawl out of those, man.
Yeah.
I used to hit
10
those up
10
pretty hard.
bars in a little 500 square foot area.
Yeah, I might have
But-
met you, but I was always a blur. I don't know.
We probably met 10 times before we ever spoke. Yeah.
Yeah, but hey, man, things are going good for you, and going good for us, man. I'm glad to be part of you. It was nice to finally sit down before we did the draft and have a nice lunch and just hang out, man. So
Winking Lizard, man. Shout out Winking Lizard in Lakewood. We'll get them as a sponsor one of these days.
right.
After they forgive us for what Gary did to their bathroom.
Sponsors.
All right. I know we got somebody
we got
some really good stuff to talk about here too.
Yes, we do have a great show today. We're going to talk about our shirtless tight end that is now a Charger. We're going to talk about some rookie minicamp stuff. What you guys think about rookie minicamp? Is Casey Concepcion like the legend in Cleveland right now? We'll get to that. Got some hot QB takes, I'm sure. And I got to say this, a quick shout out to our guy, Brian Hannum, who was hospitalized. He's doing better now, but we do have a video that was sent in by Rich from the Tuscarawas Browns backers and Greg Pruitt. And I'm going to play this for Brian.
Hey, Brian, this is Greg Pruitt. I heard you were in the hospital recovering. Wish you well. Fight, fight, fight. We all got our little problems, but all we can do is fight. Go Browns.
That's awesome. That is sweet.
So everybody keep your prayers up for Brian Hannum out there. Great guy. He actually was at our draft party. We got to hang out with him all day. He's he's the vice president of the West Park Browns backers. So prayers out to him and his family right now. He's doing well as of right now, so keep him up. But
Definitely.
ladies and gentlemen, the lady of the hour, we have Debbie from Toys for Tots. She's going to come on and tell us a lot of cool things. So open up your ears, put on your headphones, make sure you're paying attention. Debbie, how are you?
Great.
Hello.
How are you?
I am good. I told you before the show I was going to call you Deb, but here I am calling you Debbie again.
It's okay.
Don't let it happen again until next time. So if you want to go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and Toys for Tots program that you're involved with.
Sure. My name's Deborah Oberlin, formerly the Johnson Girl. A lot of the guys, the players, call me the Johnson Girl. That's contributed to my father, who was the play-by-play announcer, the original voice of the field at the Pro Football Hall of Fame field, Fawcett Stadium. So football's been in my blood since I was a little girl and since I could walk. So now I live south of Canton just a little bit in a little town called Delroy, Carroll County. And I do Toys for Tots I'm the coordinating officer for 11 counties in Ohio of the 88 counties. And I have won Coordinator of the Year 2 times now. And so I know, right? I don't know how. It's probably because of all my players that I bring around and help support. They love being involved and signing footballs for the kids. And it's just a great feeling for them as well as me that we're doing so much for our community. So, but I've been doing that almost 20 years now as official coordinator. But I've been volunteering with my parents since I was a little girl. So that's kind of how it started, just as a volunteer. And now here I am running the program. So for many, many counties. Yeah.
That is awesome. And how exactly does this program work?
So we do have a website. Obviously the foundation is in Quantico, Virginia. And it started in 1947 by Major Bill Hendricks. His wife sewed a Raggedy Ann doll, and next thing you know, they're making $5,000, her and her church ladies, and they were trying to find an organization that could take them to get them out to the community, and that's how the whole thing started back in 1947. So today, everybody will see the boxes that we put out in the different stores. If people have stores or, even car dealerships get involved. And people can just drop off a toy, new unwrapped toy into those boxes, and then we do a distribution. I call my counties the traveling circus because I have donors that will donate dollars because it seems like the dollars go further because I get to buy at cost. And so we will do one massive buy or purchase of toys. We load those toys up and I go from county to county to county And we let the families come in and actually pick out toys, a few toys for each child because of disabilities, or we don't know if they already have something similar to that, or just trying to find something they would like. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Keep it simple.
Awesome. That is great. I mean, everybody needs toys. Every kid, every family has down times, and somebody to be able to step up and help the way you guys have. Like you said, you've been around forever.
Yeah, for right here. So there's actually a video that the one year that I won, they made my acceptance speech into a commercial. And it's based on a true story that happened just south of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And it's a tearjerker. It is actually posted on my Facebook page, Toys for Tots Ohio. You can just go see it. But it is a true story. So it's kind of a real good feeling, you know, to know like what all we do and how the impact that we can have on a family.
Do you want to take, I don't know if you want to, do you want to run through it real quick and like tell a little bit of it? Or if not, it's okay too.
I can.
I'm curious now.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm curious now.
So there was, so typically the parents come in and will shop for toys, right? And one of my very first years of doing Toys for Tots, we were in the Carroll County Fire Department. And we were using like their little meeting room. That's where we were setting up to distribute toys. Mm-hmm. And I'll never forget because one of the biggest county employers had laid off everybody. So we were slammed. So firemen, policemen, everybody, the community all came together to try and help. And then all once, here comes this lady with two little kids, a little boy and a little girl. And everybody, the firemen, policemen, they all went just flying over into the engine room where all the trucks were. And I'm looking at my husband going, where's everybody at? Like, I said, well, you grab her and take her and have her, you know, shop for toys. I'll take the kids and distract the kids. So I go walking back through these massive aisles of toys, and there's this big yellow Tonka truck. Now, there's some details in the story. This is the real story, but some details because we had to make it for Duracell because the batteries, okay? So a big Tonka truck didn't have batteries, right? Yeah. So this little kid sees this big, huge, massive Tonka truck, and he goes, wow, what's a kid got to do to get something like that? And I said, oh, it takes an extra special kid to get something like that. He goes, no, seriously, what do I have to do to get something like that? And I said, oh, seriously, you have to be a good boy. And he goes, seriously, what do I got to do? And I said, okay, raise your right hand. I thought, okay, this is my ploy. I'm going to keep you busy and occupied so that you don't see what your mom's picking out. So I said, raise your right hand. And I just started making up stuff. And he goes, so what's all these toys here for? And I said, well, we're kind of sort of like elves. He goes, yeah, something about I'm getting toys for my cousin because they moved in case Santa can't find them. And I go, yeah, we're kind of sort of like elves around here. We kind of help out. And so some of the things I was questioning him on was, I promised to be a good boy and stop picking on your sister. And his eyes got real big, was like, how do you know that? And I said, well, I told you we're kind of sort of like elves. And so then, I said, pick up your room and don't make your mom tell you to keep hound you to pick up your room. And he goes, now you're creeping me out. Do you have cameras in my house? And I go, no, we don't have cameras in your house. I told you, we're just like elves. We just know. And so long story short, we picked out a couple things, for obviously my husband's taking her shopping and picking out stuff for them. Well, as soon as they started going out the door, or right before they're getting ready out the door, the lady that was finishing up before them, she comes over and she goes, Mrs. Oberlin, can I give you a hug? And I said, yeah, absolutely. So she gives me a hug and she goes, I don't know how I can ever pay you back. And I go, no, you don't pay us back for this. Just pay it forward. And she said, well, I don't know how I could pay it forward. I don't have much money. And I go, no, honey, pay it forward means just do something good. Be a good neighbor. If you have older kids and they can mow for your neighbors, or if you're baking cookies, or, you have leftovers, share with your neighbors. Just be a good neighbor. I said, you're a good sewer, aren't you? And she goes, I am. And I said, well, you know what? I know a few people that could use some split pants, whatever. So I'm having that conversation with her. And this little boy's watching everything. The mom's watching me like a hawk, like, who's this crazy lady and what's she saying to my kid? And so that lady goes out the door, and next thing you know, the lady's done, and my husband's letting her go out the door, and taking the toys to her car. I hurry up and go and shove that toy truck in the bag and throw in some toys for the little girl. And I yelled at my husband. I said, here, take this bag. I said, don't open it. Just stick it in the trunk and don't take no for an answer. And he goes, but I go, I'll tell you later. Just do what I told you to do. Don't question your wife right now. Just do it. And I'm like trying not to bawl because I didn't know at that point what had happened. Here, the husband had just been killed in a car accident. That's why everyone went flying. All those firemen that tried to save that man's life were there in that room, and they couldn't. They lost it. They were over in the fire department. So many years later, I'm doing this is crazy. I was in Jefferson County doing a kickoff at Toys R Us. That'll tell you how many years ago it was. And Don Cockcroft, the kicker, I was pretty clever, right? Don Cockcroft was there to sign autographs. The mall was probably the busiest that mall has ever been. They were out the door, around the building, just to get in line to see Don Cockcroft and get an autograph and buy some toys and donate to Toys for Tots. Well, there was this young guy that came in, and he had stood in line for probably 2 hours just to get up into the store to buy toys. And so here I am freaking out, like Toys R Us was getting kind of mad because we don't want people, if they're wanting to try and buy toys, we don't want them standing in line. So I had to make an announcement. If you're here just to buy toys, please just come on in, come on in. So what's this kid do? He buys 2 toys, and he goes out, and he gets in line again, and gets up to the table, and Don Cockcroft remembered him. And he stood up, and I get choked up and chills every time I hear it. I watch the video or I hear tell the story. And Don Cockcroft, he just stood up and he just grabbed his kid's hand. He goes, son, I know what you did. And I just want to thank you I'm going to give you anything you want. Anything, I'll autograph whatever you want. I don't care what the price is. It's on me. Thank you for being such a good kid. He goes, are your parents here with you? And the kid goes, no, I'm by myself. My dad's no longer with us. But I'm, and he was talking to Don, and I was just kind of not paying attention. I kind of looked at him, but I really didn't, totally make eye contact with that point. But when Don said, I'll give you anything you want autographed, the kid goes, no offense, Mr. Cockcroft, I'm not here for an autograph. I'm here to see Mrs. Oberlin. And Don goes, wow, Deb, in 30 years, I've never been turned down for an autograph, but there's always a first. And so he comes over and he shakes my hand and he goes, Mrs. Oberlin, I don't know if you remember me, but I remember you. And I still have the yellow truck.
Wow.
I lost it. Don lost it. Don didn't even know the whole thing. And I'm like, I found out the backstory after the kid had gone that he had lost his dad. And that, that's why they were there.
That is
Hang tight.
Debbie, you still there?
Yeah.
There we go. All right. We lost you for we split second.
Split second, yeah. So we basically worked with the mom and the resources in the community to help get her where she needed to be able to be stability and, be able to pay bills and stuff. So that's the story. And the kid said he told Don Cockcroft that he said, so he goes, what are you doing? He goes, this is my first time of being my pay it forward, which I thought was key. He goes, I don't make much, so it's not much because I get choked up. He says, I'm going pre-med. I'm in college. I want to go pre-med to make a difference in kids' lives like Mrs. Oberlin does.
Wow.
So I was just like, well, I just gave you toys, kid. What do you mean? Like, I just gave you toys. That's all I did.
Man, just you left a huge imprint, obviously. Yeah. I mean, and that's still to this day, which is, that's just amazing for him to, because you told him you gotta be good, you gotta pay it forward. And he was like, yes, ma'am. And then all them years later, I mean, I got goosebumps over here when I was listening to you there. That's amazing to me. And that's got to make you, when something like that happens, everything that you do, it's got to give you that, this is why I'm doing all this,
And that's why I love pulling in the NFL players, especially the older guys, because, and that's kind of why me and some of the other guys have latched on to the Tuscarawas County Browns backers. And we created, several of the players and myself, we created the Legends Legacy because there's so much more. Those guys have so much to give. And maybe it's not toys, maybe it's not books, something that Toys for Tots can help with, but they can mentor so many kids. Just talking to that boy made such a huge difference, which I may not have access to kids like that during the off season, So, but in a way, I love partnering with the guys. It makes them feel good. Like Anthony Griggs, former Browns, drafted by Eagles, then traded to the Browns. And he come the last 2 years and signed every football that I gave out in all my counties. That's a lot of footballs.
Yeah.
And those kids thought I gave them $1 million. I can't ever replace that. The tears that these kids cried, the moms cried, because stuff like that, when we give them something special like that, we hand it to the kids directly because we don't want it to end up someplace else. We want to make sure that that kid gets it.
Yeah, I've had the pleasure. Mike's met him too. We had the pleasure to meet Anthony Griggs, man, and he's a really great guy, and he's still in the community. I'm trying to remember. I had notes down because I wanted to get. There was multiple players at a Tuscarawas bowling event last year.
Yeah,
and he was one of them.
Yep,
and he was on my list to get an interview, but I didn't get a chance to get him. But I made sure I went up to him and told him, "Hey, man, thanks for all that you do." And I started kind of rambling about stuff that he does, and he was like, wow, yeah, I do all that. You got your homework ready over there. I said, yeah, man. He's, so I definitely would like to reach out to him again because he seems like a true wholesome type person. And like I said, he's still out in the community. And I had shared a story with you, and it's funny because you gave me a story about Bob Golick, and I say it, and I'll always say it. I don't care because Bob Golick said once you're a dog for life, and it's not just on the field, it's off the field, and a lot of those guys like that they're doing that. They live that, Greg Pruitt, Anthony Griggs,
Felix.
Yeah. Felix Wright,
Hanford
Dixon, who am I? Travis, Tucker. Yep. Them guys, those are some great guys. Yeah.
Mike Pruitt was there last year. Tom Darden's coming this year. It's so funny. It's like a circle because 1% make it to the NFL. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's still 1%. If you're lucky, right? Yeah. And that to me, in myself, like that is huge. And sometimes these guys forget that. They're like, oh, I'm no big deal. Like, no, you are a big deal. And sometimes they need that cheerleader, even though when the lights go off, they need to realize that they still have value. Maybe they don't have the Super Bowl ring, but you know what? They can still win a Super Bowl off the field by doing other things.
There's a fan question for you. You ready?
Uh-oh.
Shador or Deshaun?
Oh, gosh. Really? Do I have to answer that? That's a no. If anybody knows me, I called that whole thing before anything happened to Shador Sanders because I was like, he's going to get tainted because of his dad. If dad would just put the muzzle on and just let the kid go, which he did. But he just got tainted because of who his dad is. I hate to say that, but yes, him all day long. Let him go. Rip the diaper tapes off. He's on the diaper tape. Let him go.
There it is. You all heard it now. You all heard it. No, that's awesome. So because you, Rich and Jason, Tuscarawas Browns backers. Yeah, we got the pleasure of meeting them guys, and we, I just knew they were genuine guys, and we've seen each other more and more and more, and we're always super cool. We all talk to each other. We all keep up with things, and those guys actually do a lot. And they're true Browns fans. You can't take nothing away. We had Rich was on the show last week, and Mike asked him, he goes, man, because he's got the jerseys hanging up. He's like, how many jerseys you got, Rich? And he's like, 120. I think I'm at 120. So, yeah, those guys are awesome. I love them guys down there.
50 of them are quarterbacks, probably.
Right.
Yeah. And I know you said only 1% make it to the NFL. I'm one of that 1%. I am a nerd for life. I just wanted to point that out.
There you go.
I don't want to laugh at that at all. Yeah.
It's going to be in your next song. Stop it.
Yeah.
Deborah, you got a big event coming up with the Tuscarawas Browns backers. Do you want to touch base with that a little bit here?
Sure. Saturday, June 13th. Oh, look, you have a little thing. Look at you guys. June 13th is Saturday. Wow, this is like a really class act, guys. I'm impressed. Hall of Fame Lanes.
For a reason.
I'm telling you. All right, who's your promotions guy? Or you're doing good. Several guys, and like, you know, they all talk on the golf field, you know, the golf course, whatever you want to call it. See, I always have field in the brain because I know football. That's all I know. So several of the Browns players from my events were on the golf course playing, and some Steeler players were there, and some Indians players and NBA players. And this thing just keeps getting legs and walking, and it's going to be crazy. So some movie stars are going to be there. That I don't know that I want to even post that they're going to be there, because we'll probably have the fire marshal there shutting us down. So all I got to say is you need to message me. We're going to open up a Zeffy account. We're working on that to do the tickets. I just didn't want people to have to pay a fee on like Eventbrite or Ticketmaster, whatever the heck it is. I just think that's ridiculous. I'm a bargain Betty, sorry. But it's 11 to 4. And basically there's going to be like 4 people bowling, and then your 5th player is a celebrity. So once in a lifetime opportunity. I did this years ago, and I literally had people bawling because they couldn't believe who they were getting to bowl with, like childhood dreams, craziness.
Is it Ryan Reynolds?
I'm sorry?
I said, is it Ryan Reynolds?
No, not Ryan. But you're very close. A Marvel, somebody that did star in a Marvel film.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I have seriously no idea. I'm done talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once you're in the circle, you're in the circle. You know, they kind of cross over, celebrities, different, especially when they're on the golf course together. They all like, you're going to Deb's party? Oh, and then I get a phone call from the golf course saying, why aren't I invited? So like, we actually have Santonio Holmes coming.
Awesome.
And a few other Steelers legends that are coming. Maybe a Green Bay Packer. Dave Robinson will come. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Campy Russell, Elmore Smith.
Campy's a cool one.
I know, right?
Yeah, for sure. That's a lineup. That is just that's all worth it in itself, man.
Go big or go home. That's always my thing. We actually have, now this is just give you an idea. Like there's prizes for the bowlers. Like we're talking like, and actually I'll let the cat out of the bag, because we did get an anonymous donor that will help us reduce the price. So it's now $50 per bowler. It's still $200, but you get everybody's autograph that's in the building. So, which is still dirt cheap if you know anything about getting autographs, that's still dirt cheap, because there's tons that are coming. So, but yeah, $50 per person. And then the prizes are ridiculous. Like I said, there's going to be prizes for the team, and then prizes for the top 5 bowlers. Because it's a competition. When I had Steelers show up with Browns players, Steelers are kind of wiggling their way in there. And I'm like, we have not had Jerome call me. So that's the one that would worry me, because he's a really good bowler, guys.
Some of them guys are really good. I've seen them do like celebrity.
I used to run over our defensive line like they were bowling pins. So,
oh my God.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah.
So, I'm not a very good bowler. So do you have any prizes if I come down for the most gutters? Do I get a gutter prize?
Actually, there'll be plenty of stuff that you could win, like trivia. There's all kinds of stuff that there's no reason why everybody in the building shouldn't leave with something. So I did want to give a special shout out to one of our big donors, Crow's Hollow Bargain Outlet in Waynesburg. They are actually giving us a Blackstone grill, $1,000 Blackstone grill to our event.
Yeah.
as one of the prizes. So I'm like, holy moly. And another one is a big screen TV.
Nice.
So,
Nice. So you
should be
said
pretty good.
you said Crow's Hollow
Crow's Hollow Bargain Outlet.
bargain outlet. All right.
Good deal.
Yeah. If you can't find something there, something's wrong with you because they got a good deal.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I've never heard of them. I'll have to check into them.
Oh my gosh.
I've been talking with my wife. I'm like, we got a propane grill, but I'm like, man, I got to get a Blackstone. Just want to get a little one because those are really nice. Because sometimes you need that. You just want that flat grill. You want to do a smash burger
this one has all the like bells and whistles underneath of it. It's like a $1,000 grill. It's wow.
You can't say anything to you, Sam, if you win it.
It'll turn into a real Hank Hill.
Well, you even being a sucky bowler, you could still win it.
See, there's
We'll
always
put the bumpers up for you.
Well, and here's the thing. There's going to be a red pin challenge. So I don't know if you've ever heard of that if you're a bowler. So if a red pin comes on the head pin, get your mind out of the gutter. Haha. So if the red pin comes on the head pin, right, and you would happen to hit a strike, you're going to get a ticket to win the Blackstone grill. But if you know you're a sucky bowler, then you can pay $20 and have a pro try and hit your strike, right?
I like
if
that.
the pro even misses the strike, guess what? You're still going to get 2 raffle tickets. If the pro happens to hit a strike, they're going to get 3 raffle tickets.
No, you can't go wrong with that.
No,
You're increasing your odds. Definitely increasing
absolutely.
your odds.
Have the pro come over, make some memories, and make them feel good because they're going to get lucky. Maybe some of them are actually do pretty well. So just never
Bob
know.
Lowe's going to hit that strike for you, Sam, and then call you a name again right to your face.
Yeah, that would be funny.
I'm kind of a sucker, so if somebody ends up getting a 9 count and it's a pro, I might just have to go ahead and give them 3 tickets. I mean, if it's pretty good, if it's wobbling, after all, it's Toys for Tots. We're pretty generous.
Right, absolutely.
Got 2 more questions before we let you go. What do you think the Browns' record is going to be this year?
Ooh, what do we got? 17 games? 16, 17? 17?
17, yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. I pulled that one out. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm going to say, well, we did okay. We did a little. We're definitely on the offensive on our drafting, but we got miles. So I'm going to say, I want to say 8 and 10, but I'm going to say lucky number 9. How about that?
I like that. I like that because it's way better than 5 last year. So I'm all aboard. We got a new coach coming. And things are going to change. We're actually getting a little easier schedule this year. So I'm with you on that.
So I'm manifesting this right now. So when they do get, and I've learned from the players, you have to breathe it into existence. Like, it is what it is.
The law of attraction. Yep.
Right. So when they do hit 9, you're going to have me back on here and say, oh my God, a chick actually knows what she's talking about.
Well, you said you've been around football. Football is your thing. You said your grandfather, correct?
No, my dad.
Your dad. Okay. Yeah. Your dad had you. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, you said, because I asked you, who's your team? Who do you like? Just because you're on the Browns, it don't matter. You said football. I like football. All football.
I love football. Do I lean towards the Browns? Yeah. I'm watching them. They're on TV. I'm watching them. I mean, I watched them before somebody else. Yes. I mean, and then it does help. I have an uncle that played for the Browns, so a legend. So, and he still holds a record somewhere, right?
Absolutely.
So, last straight on kicker. Oh, there's a trivia question. If you're watching now, that might be a trivia question at the bowling event.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, he was used to kick like hitting straight on. Instead of offset how they do now.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Nice.
Yep. 1,080 points.
And I think back then, because you said it was, what years did you say?
69 to 80.
69 to 80. So I'm believing back then too. I think the 60s, they still had I think the goalpost was still up front in the end zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure. So that was something that they would run into.
Weird idea. Like, why? What were they thinking with that though? Like,
They wanted to see how many people are going to.
let's put this right in the middle of the end zone and see how many idiots run into it.
Yeah, man, that was dangerous there, man. But that was the game, man. They were out there, and that's just because I watched some of that, and you watch some of the hits that they ran into them goalposts and just running into an oak tree, boom. Yeah.
So,
go ahead.
Debbie, real quick, before we let you go, besides toysfortotsohio.com, how else could people donate or help your cause in any way, shape, or form?
That's the biggest thing is on the website is if they're going to make a monetary donation, if they want to support like the event, which in turn is going to support Toys for Tots, if they want to donate a gift basket, a raffle item, a gift card, whatever the case may be, no donation is too small, even if it's $1. It all goes very far because I'm a bargain Betty anyhow. So
bargaining
will
go a long way. Yeah.
Yeah. If I don't listen for Toys for Tots, if I can't get it donated, then and it's not toys, I'm not. I better go sell a house and take the tax write-off myself because I won't spend toys money for anything but toys. So
awesome.
we depend on those little small business owners and big business owners to help us out. Like oil and gas industry has been a huge supporter of ours, and like this one company, EOG, shout out to EOG and Ohio Oil and Gas Association. All those, I mean, there's a long slew of companies that help us. One, I think it's Kimball, actually, the garbage company, that they actually donate a truck for us to haul the toys from point A to point B. So between EOG and their employees making donations and the company matching everything that they donate, that's how we buy a lot of our toys. But like the Kimballs of the world that do donate those box trucks, because I'm not spending money on a truck with toy money. Can't do it. So, so
that's nice. Nice of them to help out.
Yeah, absolutely.
We definitely look forward to meeting you again at the Bowling with the Pros Toys for Tots. Everybody, Saturday, June 13th. Here's all the information if you want to check it out. You could check it out on Tuscarawas County's Browns backers, or you just listen to our show again, or you can go to toysfortotsohio.com and check it out. But be there. It's for a good cause. There's going to be plenty of players there. Cavs, Browns, Indians. Players. Indians, not Guardian. No, I'm kidding.
Right. He was an Indian. Sorry. We have to say Indians because he was an Indian. Sorry.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. But Debbie, thanks so much for joining us tonight, and we look forward to meeting you at that event. And we'll look forward to working with you.
I appreciate you guys so much. You have no idea.
I'm
a new fan. I love you guys. You're awesome.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you, and thank you so much for coming on, and thank you for all that you do sincerely for me and all of us.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
That was awesome.
Cool. Yeah. Everything's for a good cause, ladies and gentlemen. It helps kids, especially during Christmas time. That's what Toys for Tots are. Just a perfect thing they got going on over there. Excuse me. But now that rookie mini camp is over, guys, we have mandatory camps coming up. Looking forward to that. Is there anything that you guys took out of the rookie mini camp last weekend? I don't think we got to see a lot of it, but
there's not a lot to talk about when these things happen. So stories kind of develop again with this Green, the quarterback that we got. Like, it seems like there's actually posts out there, people talking as if like he's a legitimate option. And maybe in a couple of years we'll look back and I'll sound stupid, but it's just like, my God, man, like they'll say anything. I don't know. I think he's a unique prospect, how tall he is and everything. Maybe he'll work out, but it's like to hear people talking as if he's like has a chance to, be a guy. I don't know. It's weird.
I actually just liked, because I watched some of it where Monken had those guys huddled up and, they're breaking away. Like when KC got to do the break and, Monken said, "Hey man, KC, take us home," after that practice. That was cool. I like just to me, it's not even what are they doing? Because I guess I'll bring it up. Denzel Boston got out of his. I heard he was being critiqued already. This media here is a joke. Okay, I'm gonna say that real quick. The media down there is a joke. They're always looking for something. They were critiquing him getting out of his stance or running stance to go out for a catch
to hit the pads.
I'm like, I'm like, are we really doing this? I mean, come on, man. These guys are just getting to know each other and gel. But you won't bring up his drop weight. He has he don't drop nothing. He's a big target. He goes up and gets the ball. They don't say nothing about that. They're like, oh man, did you see? He didn't break out of there fast enough. Come on.
Well, that's what KC has, the drop issues, and he dropped one ball in rookie mini camp, and that is the only video that you saw of him. Was the ball that he dropped. And it was just like, dude, I don't know if you guys saw, what was it? Jarvis Landry is on a podcast with somebody, and they were talking about Shedeur and Deshaun and just that whole thing going on there. And all Jarvis kept saying was to tell these guys not to talk to the Cleveland media. I'll have to find the video and send it, but he was like giving them advice and was like, you don't need to talk to the media. Anything you say to them, they're going to try to turn you into something you're not. This is a former Browns player advising current Browns players, hey, heads up, the media is going to screw you if you talk to them. And that should not be that way. It actually, I don't know, it bothers me, how negative our media is.
Yeah, it really is. And I seen what you were talking about with Jarvis on there. And, I don't, why would he make something up like that?
I mean, Odell, his friend, had it worse, probably worse than anyone when it came to the media here, or Baker.
Right. Sure. It's like they try to put you. They try to take these kids and they poke at them. Let's just see if we can get something out of them that's going to be negative. If we keep pushing Shedeur to say
he's better than Gabriel, if we ask him enough, he's going to tell us he should start over him.
Yeah, total joke, man. Total. Yeah. How about we embrace our players instead of putting them down? How about we try to do that? How about we try to pump them up and say these kids are looking sharp and they're doing their best? And, but it's always, man, it's like, the negativity I guess it's not going to go nowhere. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. If I was if I was there and we're doing them, I'm closing the doors on the media. You ain't coming in today. We're taking a day off from you guys. Give everybody a migraine headache over here.
Yeah. So. I would just start taking the fines. Don't talk to them.
Yeah. We're closing the door on you today. Sorry. We'll pay. If you can't come in, it's well.
Yeah. Let's focus on what they got in front of them, not the media. That's a joke in Cleveland. It sucks. Obviously, we didn't get to see a whole lot. We saw some reels that the Cleveland Browns posted about the players and what they were doing, and it's good to see that stuff. It's good to see Todd Monken interacting with these players. I did enjoy that as well. Mm-hmm. It gives you something to look forward to. Like we said multiple times, there's going to be differences this year, and you get to see that on the training grounds in those videos. So it was good to see stuff like that for sure.
Yeah. That being said, after watching some of those videos, we're definitely winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
I watch KC. We'll talk about him in a little bit. I think he's awesome, but Monken asked him to do the breakdown after the huddle, and I was like, we're winning the division, no questions about it. Just from nothing. But I don't know, dude. The vibe, I said it on Saturday. The vibes just feel different outside of the media trying to change that, but it feels different. We actually had 2 good drafts in a row, which never has happened.
Yeah, and then Monken coming in here. I mean, he's not playing games. I mean, it's a game of football, but he's not. He's like, he told those kids, he goes, if I say run through the cone, what are we doing? Run through the cone. He's like, we're gonna make it that simple, but pretty much, if you're not picking up, he's gonna let you know. It's not gonna be like Kevin. To me, just seemed like. I mean, I don't know. I was not there, but it just seemed like he would just be kind of lackadaisical, if somebody's not pushing enough. And I'm not going to really get into that. But I think that Monken, on the other hand, is going to be like, hey, man, you want a spot here? Got to earn it. And if you don't want to earn it, there's the door pretty much. You know what I mean? Or you'll be sitting on that bench over there.
Yeah,
so.
Monken, he feels like an old school football guy. We weren't there for, like you said, we weren't there for Stefanski, but I don't know if I was Myles Garrett and Stefanski was telling me to do it. I don't know. I'd be like, dude, who are you to tell me what to do?
Yeah.
Not that Miles is thinking that way, but it's just different vibes from those two guys.
For sure. I keep talking about how Monken's reminding me like old school John Wayne type. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
Right.
the Todd Monken Wayne over here, you don't know how to swim? Come here, boy. Let me throw you in the water real quick. You're going to learn how to swim today, Yeah. So, man, different vibes for sure.
Yeah. And I got made fun of for kind of having hopes going into a season. Like, why wouldn't you? Everything's different. There's so much more to look forward to this year. You fixed your offensive line. You fixed some wide receiver issues. We have
let's say that we addressed them. We don't know. We have to watch these guys play, but we tried to fix. We are showing we're trying to fix it.
Yes. And then you picked up undrafted free agents that could be a part of this team that could solidify certain parts of this. It's no brainer.
Demetric Felton. I don't know if you guys remember him. Felton was on our team like 5 years ago. We just brought him on the coaching staff. So
I'm trying to remember where he's fitting in at, but I seen that, and then one other guy came too. Man, I meant to.
I couldn't remember the second. I didn't even recognize the second guy's name. I just think Felton because he it had the same role that we would be asking Samson to fill. Was kind of my idea. It was like Felton literally did what we would be hoping that Samson can do, but better. So we'll see.
Second running back and return guy.
Yeah, I think that we're going to be running a different style offense too, because we already all know that Monken likes the two tight end sets, sometimes three. We're bringing in fullback. Maybe we'll see some split back action too. So they're going to grind. They're going to grind it out, man. And I really can't wait. The schedule comes out this Thursday. I really want to see that schedule so I can start kind of looking at it and going, probably that'll be
win.
Yeah. Supposedly it's the easiest schedule in the league. Supposedly.
Well, it's about time, because for the last 2 seasons, it hasn't been an easy schedule, and it's really hard. And it's really hard. It's even harder when we don't have a real a guy named at the helm of quarterback. And, we're trying to go out there and just win games, man, with patchwork quarterback stuff going on. And we deserve an easy season. I seen somebody else ask, too, that they said, all right, well, are the Browns getting ready to they're almost basically saying, are the Browns ready to tank so they can get a quarterback next year? And I was just, dude. Well,
they were saying that Watson starting meant that we were tanking if Watson starts. And I was like, what? Like,
some of this stuff is just ridiculous. My thing is, you think you're going to bring Monken here to change this culture. You're going to bring Monken here to win games. So you're going to start winning games, and you're going to close the door and say, hey, Monken, we need to talk to you real quick. Step on in the room. Hey, you're doing too good, man. Start losing games. Are you freaking out of your mind? No, it's not.
You're like, hey, Miles, like we know you're 30, 31 right now, but we're going to need you to sit and wait another season because we're trying to tank for Arch Manning or whoever the heck it would be. Like,
listen, guys, I don't care what they say. Nobody's going to have an easy schedule. This is the NFL. First and foremost, the draft just ended. We don't know what these new players for each team are going to be capable of doing in the NFL. I don't even know. You can sit here and crunch your numbers all you want, deep Podestas. It's not going to happen. It's not going to be an easy schedule if we play the Raiders, one of the worst teams in the league. We're one of the worst teams in the league. How are you going to give us an easy schedule? Every schedule is hard for us the last 3-4 years. Come on. I'm over that, dude. Let it go.
We can play ourselves 17 games in a row and still lose every game.
That's funny, bro. Yeah.
But on the bright side of things, guys, we do have a star wide receiver in KC Concepcion lighting it up in Cleveland yesterday. And obviously a good luck charm to the city because the Guards won 7-2 over the Angels, and the Cleveland Cavaliers in the postseason beat Detroit Pistons 112-103.
Look at his face. Like, look at that pitch. Like, I was a pitcher, and that's the face you make when you're trying to throw a ball hard. I don't know what happened with that pitch, but it looked like he was really putting an effort there.
Oh, you don't want to look like a wimp as a star wide receiver. You're going to tell Jerry Jeudy what's up in that picture, right there.
It also looks like he's throwing it like a football, so I'm guessing that throw didn't end up too well. But it looks like he's trying at least.
If you really pay attention really closely, those hands already look better than Jerry Jeudy's.
Yeah. It didn't fall out of his hand while he was throwing it, so that's a start.
Right.
I thought, I don't know. The Guardians one was cool. I didn't catch the beginning of the Cavs game. I was surprised, just at like our biggest game of the year that they had KC do it. Not that he was like undeserving or anything. I just think that was actually pretty cool because I don't know. You'd think they'd bring out like a former Cavs player or something to get everybody hyped because we're down 2-1 in the series. But it sounded like everyone went crazy when they saw him out there.
Yeah, they did have Bernie out there. What was it, last week? Bernie did the sort of at the Cavs game. That was kind of cool. But I am so interested in seeing what these two wide receivers are going to do for us. Obviously, Casey Concepcion is a monster. Denzel Boston is Sam's guy, and Sam actually got me kind of turned on to him and doing some more research on that kid. And
he got turned on. He was turned on by Boston.
This is a new Tuesday show. You can't be saying
like,
that.
Man, his catch radius is sexy. That guy has got a sexy
6'4", 215.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. My guy Boston. Look, my guy Boston. It's going to be our guy Boston. We're Cleveland. We're Cleveland fans. We want our.
I'm glad we got him.
Yeah, we want all our guys to do good, man. I can't wait to see these guys get in where they fit in. And like I said, man, I think a pretty another stellar draft by Barry. Call me crazy, call me whatever you want, but I mean the last two drafts, I don't know, man. Like because almost every rookie last year made an impact on this team. Okay. I think some could have did a bigger impact if they were utilized properly, which is going to happen with Monken here. I really firmly believe that. But how crazy would it be to see these rookies come up like how last year's rookies plugged in? How Schlesinger turned out. Defensive rookie of the year. I mean, come on. Harold Fannin, he was our leading receiver last year. Bringing these guys in, man, and they're tearing it up, man. I'm really looking forward to seeing this draft class produce.
You think about
Fano out there pushing guys around and giving that protection and bulldozing dudes out the way for these runs. I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
That's what I think. Between last year and this year, that'll be. I mean, I know these guys. Some of them last year were around for one bad season, but that's 10 to 15 guys that are not part of the negative Browns culture. Like they weren't here the last 5 years. They're here to start something new. So it's like they don't need to feed into all that negative BS that they always hear. Like Spencer Fano has no skin in the game when it comes to what the Browns used to be. That's what I think. It's a really good fresh start that they have. And for once, it feels like we have a lot of pieces in place, and it's not maybe, I guess, with Baker when we got Odell and those guys, like that felt like we had kind of a complete team and a good supporting cast. Right now, it feels like we have a really good supporting cast, and the quarterback is still a big question mark, but at least we have the pieces around him to actually be able to evaluate if any of these guys can play.
Yeah, I like how you said that. It's going to build more team morale. It's going to build culture. This is a new team. You realize now what trading 3 first-round draft picks could do to your team immediately.
Especially for what we got. Damn it, dude. Now I'm mad. Especially for like what we were just talking about being positive in the law of attraction when Debbie was on, but for what we got for those 3 picks, are you kidding me, man?
I got something for you, Logan.
Yeah.
An ex-Brown player, Braylon Edwards.
Oh God.
2007 Braylon Edwards. If we would have traded all 3 of those first round picks and got 45-year-old Braylon Edwards, we would have gotten more out of that trade than Deshaun.
Yeah, I agree.
It was
in Brown's
actually
fashion.
The only way this draft would have been better is if Braylon Edwards was in it and we redrafted him. But she mentioned Santonio Holmes, and I was going to say, but I was waiting until she got off, that guy's like my arch enemy. He's a Buckeye, and he played for Pittsburgh. But by all accounts, he's a good dude, and he was a great receiver. So can't say too much.
Speaking of receivers, we're going to move along to our tight end, David Njoku, the shirtless, no matter how cold it was, the ball spiking tight end that was with our Cleveland Browns organization for the last 9 years. A lot of people, you're seeing mixed emotions online. A lot of people saying, good luck, Chief. We're going to miss you. and a lot of people like, drop you later. Like it's mixed emotions for sure, but it's somebody you will never forget. It's honestly somebody you'll never forget as a tight end for this team. The Chargers agreed to terms with former Browns tight end David Njoku. The team announced Monday. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reported earlier that Njoku is receiving a 1-year deal worth up to $8 million. Huh.
Mm.
So how do they say $5 million on him? Come on, man. We were paying him $13 million a year.
Well, here's what I think, man, and I got love for David Njoku. My dad that's actually one of his favorite players. He had great moments, man, and I remember screaming sometimes at the TV when he would get into a game and they would actually get him going. Right, you got to keep a guy going. How is you going to get hot if you don't get the guy the ball? Right, we all know that. And then the next game, they won't really use them. I mean, I know different game plans for this and that, but like I remember screaming at the TV, like, utilize your tight end. You got David Njoku. Utilize your tight end. You're not utilizing them properly today. You're not even using them at all. You know, the dude averaged 10.5 yards every time he got a catch. And, you know, I don't know. I think that he had a good run. We all know that. We always talk about it. It would be a contested catch or in traffic, and he would make that catch. A lot of his touchdowns were in the red zone. But he would make them contested catches. And then the big thing with David was, it would be them. Mike talks about, we've all talked about it. Once in a while, it'd be that right in the numbers, and there's no pressure around him. And, he's dropping the ball. It's like, come on, bro.
Man.
Yeah.
So Jen's probably sitting in the other room rolling her eyes right now, like football season's right around the corner. He's already screaming at Njoku. He's not even on the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have that. My wife like David Njoku too. We did. He's not on the team no more. We already know that, but I think it was time for him to move. I think that I said it before. I think what the addition of Harold Fanning last year, I think that David knew that he was not going to be. He would be playing backup, and he's getting older in age. And I think that he's seen the new future tight end coming in and didn't want to play a second fiddle. So then I think David sat because he sat and the phone calls weren't coming in for him because it took a while for him to get this call, which is Tappa Monday. I think he wanted a little bit more money. I think he wanted more money. I mean, and I don't think he was getting the calls with the money he wanted. So now he's a Charger, and 1 year, $8 million. I think what were we paying him, Mike? Like 13 or something a year, something like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hats off to him. God bless him. I hope he goes. I mean, I'm glad that he's not. I'll say this: I'm glad that he's not in our division, so we don't have to play him. I'm glad. Go to the Chargers. I hope he is successful over there. And then maybe when he's got his shirt off now, he'll be a little warmer over there because he won't be out here in the freezing cold with his shirt off. But David Njoku, do your thing, man. Do your thing.
No hard feelings. He gave his prime to Cleveland. Somebody put in the comments, or James put it in the comments. Like he came to, when he had his face all burned up, he still played the next game. He got injured a lot for us, but still tried to fight through as best as he could. And I don't know, what can you do? I mean, he's been here 9. Like, I don't blame the people for. That's where Miles. Like, I don't want him to go. I hope we never trade him. But if you get sick of losing after 9 years, I don't blame you for wanting to go somewhere else. Like, what are you gonna do? So
it's 22 when he resigned his contract, earned an average annual salary of $13.68 million under a 4-year, $54.75 million contract extension signed in May. That included $28 million in total guarantees and $11.46 million signing bonus. Just give me $1 million of that signing bonus. That'd be good. That'd be all right.
I'll retire. Done. Good.
Yeah.
And then Stefanski said, "You know what? Let's stop using this guy as much."
Yeah. Well, you had Fannin. Obviously, the kid's a monster. So I'm looking forward to him again this year as well. Njoku's getting older. Tight ends are getting. It's becoming a rough. You're a big guy, man, and It's your job to get up and catch those contested balls, and you get hit, you get blasted, and you're also blocking for your line as well. So you're constantly working in that position. Don't get me wrong. But now we got a nice young promising rookie and 7 other tight ends on the roster right now. Those were quick. As of right now, we got Brendan Bates, Sal Cannella, Blake Whiteheart, Harold Fannin, Jack Stoll, sign in free agency. He is good, brings veteran experience with 76 games played. Joe Royer, drafted in the 5th round, 170th pick. That was a draft pick from Cincinnati. Carson Ryan, drafted in the 7th round, number 248, the 2026 NFL draft out of BYU. And he's doing some fullback stuff as well. So
who's that?
That Carson Ryan kid, drafted out of BYU.
Oh.
Yeah, I seen some of that. Royer catches some. I mean, it's 11 on 11. They're in their shorts and t-shirts, but he looked pretty good. I liked what I seen from him.
And Royer's the dude from Cincinnati.
Did Sal get released the other day? Man, I had to do more homework. Apparently, Sal Cannella got released.
Oh,
he's still on the roster today when I checked. But
thanks, KP.
Yes, thank you.
Michael Burton got added, signed free agent fullback from Broncos. He came from, so it's an actual. That's his job, his fullback. I know that's like a dying position in today's football, but I told you with this Monk could come in here with heavy tight end sets. You're going to see some, strong eye formation, and I'm ready for that bulldozer running game to get going, man. And you get that going, and whoever's going to be behind center, whether it be Deshaun or whether it be Shador, whatever, whoever's going to be back there, he's on the roster. I'm not going to say no. I'm not. It seems like he don't get talk.
Say his name.
Dylan Gabriel, Taylon Green, I don't think is going to be back behind center. I don't, I don't see that. But
Cleveland
does. It's crazy. I'm not going to get into that. But
Mary Kay said he should be starting day one.
She made a sandwich today.
Apparently, she's pretty good at making stew because all she does is stir the pot. You know what I'm saying? That's all she's over there doing. What can I talk about today?
All season, man. It's rough.
Yeah. So, well, I don't know. But anyways, it seemed like we tried to fix the line. We brought in veterans. We drafted the guys we want, and Spencer Fano. So we're putting it together. We said, where would we need pieces fixed? We already said, everybody knew offensive line. We need to get some receiver. We need some weapons. They did all that. They took care of that, So, I mean, you guys know I'm a big Denzel fan, Boston fan. I wanted him here. That was my pick. And we picked him up on day 2. I was elated. I was freaking out. But I'm really looking forward to seeing Emmanuel McNeil Warren, that safety out of Toledo. That's somebody I really got high hopes for, man. I really think this kid's going to be able to get in the mix quick, because not only is he at that safety position, he does play that big nickel, and we needed help in the nickel packages. So I'm excited, man.
I think it's like add some physical. I mean, not that we needed it, but just somebody kind of mean to the defense, like JOK would just kind of fly around there and hit everybody, and this dude, it's a different position, but he kind of flies around and hits everybody. I don't know. I was a big Sean Taylor fan back in the day. RIP to him. But just seeing someone just go out there and just love football and love hitting people.
Called laying down the wood, laying the wood on them. I mean, them guys didn't play. I'm trying to remember who hit. It was, man, I think it was a oh man, I can't think of it. When they actually had a Pro Bowl game, and they actually had pads and helmets, and they actually played.
Oh, when Sean Taylor destroyed that dude.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, he was like, I don't care. I got a helmet on. I don't care if it's Pro Bowl, a Tecmo Bowl. I'm hitting somebody. And who did he knock out of there, man?
Dude, I'll remember it when we get off of here. We'll look it up, and I'll be like, damn, how did I not remember?
Yeah, but he laid the wood to that quarterback, and he was on his way, I think, out of bounds too. And he was like, "Nah, homeboy," and he blasted him. I'm like, "Yeah, this dude's this dude is for real, man. He don't care. Season's over, whatever. Pro Bowl, Schmo Bowl. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you."
That's when they started to talk behind the scenes, like, we got to turn this shit into a flag football game.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah,
it's time.
Yeah. Sean Taylor's out here just murking people, man. He's in a Pro Bowl game.
The thing I'm liking about Emmanuel Warren is that he's very athletic, and he's going to be a monster on the field. My biggest worry is him hitting NFL players like that, because this isn't college anymore, man.
It's not the MAC. It's not even like he was in the Big Ten, or not to downplay it, but he was playing different opponents than like Ohio State or Michigan and Alabama were. All
right, these guys are definitely a different breed of football players, and that's something you're going to have to be worried about. You're going to have to learn how to I'm not saying that he's tackling wrong by any means, but so you don't injure yourself or ruin your career. Figure it out, man.
Well, I'm sure we got. So I like the coach. Let's not forget that Monken brought 29 of his own members here, and it's growing, because you just said that Felton's involved now, Logan. So I think they got a good cast of characters to get these guys where they need to be sooner than later. Because like I said, they're here. He's here to prove a point. Monken finally got a coaching job. Monken's like 61, maybe 62. He finally got a head coaching job. So he's here to prove to the Haslams and the NFL, hey man, I'm ready. This is me. This is what I'm gonna do.
The tanking talk drives me. Like, this dude just got a coaching job in his 60s, and you think he wants to wait a year to try to win?
That's what I'm saying. And like, if we're doing good and we're winning games, you think that like Jimmy Haslam and Barry are gonna be like, come on in the private room, close the door behind you, we got to tell you something. Like, hey, you're gonna have to start losing games. You're playing too good and you're winning too many games. No.
Yeah.
And KP Young had said it earlier, and I've said it before. Haslam's got to get wins going here, where they're building this new $2.5 billion slanted roof over here in Brook Park. We need to have a good team, decent team going in there. You know what I'm saying?
We're not going to renew our seat. Like, if they're still trash when that stadium is built, like, I'm not going to double the season ticket prices. Like, we're not going to go to the games if they're still trash. Not pay that much. It's like so they have a few years to get our trust if they want all of our money.
Yeah. And that's a big thing. It's like, I can't. People are like, yeah, we're getting Arch Manning. What do you mean we're getting Arch Manning? All right, you already think we're just gonna. It's easy to say it, but you just think we're just gonna have another crap season, another 5-win season.
Projecting us at like 3 or 4, and I'm like, dude, maybe we're just idiots.
I think Vegas. At the last I heard, I think Vegas had it at 6. But you know what? The schedule didn't even come out yet.
That's where,
so if you're gonna make,
I don't know. We got
at least wait till the schedule
we're gonna win 9
out.
games, and I'm thinking, like, I don't know, 9's a little low, don't you think? Like, we could win 12 or 13. We got two rookie receivers.
Like, as soon as we can figure out, and I think it's going to it will be put out sooner than later. It's not going to drag on like it did with Flacco and Pickett last year. I think once we get rocking here, sooner than later, Monken's going to say it's this guy or this guy. And he's putting the best man forward at quarterback, and we're going to get down, and it's time to get to work and getting these guys out there. So, we pretty much got a whole new set of characters up there in the front on the line. That's where the game starts, man. So we got to get these guys gelling together. So I'm ready,
excuses, man. It's not, I feel like at least at the end of this year, we'll know if Shedeur Sanders can play football, if Deshaun Watson can play football. Like, we'll know, because we actually have players around them. So either way, I'm excited just to know, like, if we're drafting a QB next year, it's because, like, we just know, like, it's not, we can't blame it on the line being bad or the fact the receivers are bad.
And to keep it real, keep it honest, keep it 100 here, man.
Hey, J Bone's back. What's up, J Bone?
Hey, J Bone was on Saturdays. To keep it real, I just lost my track of thought. Thanks.
We're talking quarterbacks.
It's their jobs to lose. Okay, it's Deshaun Watson's last year here under contract, I believe, and it's his job to lose. If it's Sanders, it's Sanders' job to lose if he gets to control at the wheel.
Yeah.
But if the line's standing up there, and we'll start seeing where the line's going, they're going to be getting graded once we get going in this season. If the line's good and the quarterback's underachieving, then it's a quarterback issue. It's not going to be because we can't put the blame on, well, we ain't got no running game, but the running game's doing good. Let's say the running game's doing great. PFF's got our line rated, 80 as a unit or whatever. That's pretty good.
If we're at 80 again, I will do bad, weird things.
Would it be great, right?
Man, I forgot you guys talk PFF on the Tuesday show, man. I don't look at analytics and numbers.
I forgot you're a Michigan fan.
Yeah.
No.
What J-Bone say, deep down, who do we really want to be the QB? I want it to be Sanders, man. I want Shedeur to be the guy. He is easy to root for. He seems like a good dude. That being said, I also deep down feel like Deshaun Watson cannot be as bad as what he's looked. That's just the dumb Browns fan in me. So I want Shedeur to be the starter. I also think that Deshaun Watson has a lot to prove, and there's no way he's as bad as he was in Stefanski's offense. So if they do start him, it's because he looks legit.
I want Shedeur Sanders to start. I want Deshaun Watson's contract to end yesterday, but unfortunately that's not happening. This kid is young. He is moldable. He has talent. We've seen it. Stefanski, I think, held him down to a certain rhythm where he wasn't able to throw the ball downfield. You seen him do it once or twice. Once was a little bit off, and then you seen Fannin get injured on the one that he did catch right at the goal line. It sucks to see stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, but this kid has potential, serious potential. You grew up in a Hall of Fame life. I'm not saying that that's the reason you should be a quarterback. Like you said, Sam, you got to fight for this job every day. But you had Deshaun Watson that hasn't really played much football at all. Considering those circumstances alone, when you have a younger kid that has talent and you've got him protection now, for all we know, honestly, guys, we don't know if Dylan Gabriel could be better with an offensive line. It could happen.
I mean, you can't rule him out. He's still on the roster, man. So I'm not going to go just hating on Dylan because all the talk is Deshaun and Sanders. I'm a fan of this team. And like Monken said, he's going to put the best guy forward. So for me, I would love Shedeur to go out there and prove all these haters wrong. I'm tired of reading the comments and just they're just shitting on him. I'm tired of it. I would love for him to come out and be like, boom, now what? Falling back in the bush, Oh, they went back in the bush. Now they're a Shedeur fan. If he comes out here and he's looking stellar and winning games. Mm-hmm. If Deshaun Watson ends up getting the nod, and Monken's like, yeah, man, that's the best man I'm putting forward. I'm going to support Watson, and I didn't even like him coming here to begin with. But I'm a Browns fan, and it's all about winning games. Who's going to put us in the best position to win games is the guy that's got to be out there. If it's Dylan Gabriel, you put in Dylan Gabriel. I don't care. I want to win games. They want to win games. It's time to get this rolling. I'm tired of these little 5-win seasons and all this.
That's where the media needs to just be quiet, because it's like I stop bringing it up sometime, but like when Shedeur hurt his finger and Gabriel went out there because Shedeur was hurt, the entire stadium was booing this guy, and it's all because the media just was spinning this whole feud between the two of these guys, and it just never existed.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it does, but it's like, dude, I don't know. It's just so when you were talking, Sam, I remember that Jarvis Landry clip. Did you see that he was also talking about Deshaun wanting to go to Atlanta, and how Deshaun had actually told Juice, I think Leonard Fournette is actually the guy that he does the show with, and
he wanted him to go there with him.
There was a text group of 5 or 6 of these guys where Watson was saying, hey, I'm going to Atlanta. I want you guys there with me. And they were all getting ready. They were even looking at flights and stuff to go get ready to go to Atlanta. And then they woke up one morning and it said $230 million guaranteed Watson goes to the Browns. The dude, somebody put it in the comments, Shedeur actually likes Cleveland. Watson did not want to be here.
No.
And I know J-Bone said he owes us some good football. I agree because of all the money that he got, but it's the dude clearly never wanted to be here. And he's never made me feel like he has anything to do with the city, which we kind of talked about on Saturday. It's KC, like Watson has he ever thrown out the first pitch at a Guardians game? He couldn't because he would boo him off the field.
He was at the Cavs game like 2 weeks ago, and they wouldn't even put him on the
They
jumbo.
wouldn't even show him. Yeah, and he was sitting
you guys
right
know
across from Myles Garrett. Yeah.
You guys know what's going to happen, though. But you know what? You also got to think about, okay, because of the whole Deshaun thing, people are tired of it, okay? So he's probably smart for not go anywhere to do anything, because then you're putting yourself out there. You know what I mean? So it's like you got to look at it like that too. Like,
fair. If I was him, he knows he's going to get booed if he goes and throws out that first pitch.
Yeah, like I just know that I don't know if I want to be out in that light. I got to stay away from the media because they're going to take whatever and they're going to entangle it and make it look like it's this or that, or I said this or that. So I think I think he's actually playing it smart by staying out of the way. Sometimes you just got to stay out the way, man.
But then I get what you're saying. My point to argue it would be like you're making $230 million. Like go be uncomfortable and try to like win the fans back. And if he doesn't want to win the fans back, then that kind of even goes back to what Biner was saying on the Saturday show, was like, then you're just in it for the money. You don't even like care if the team that you're playing for or the city you're playing for likes you. You don't want to face the music.
Here's the difference between the two. One has 230 million reasons to prove to the city that he's a good football player again. Or Sanders, remember that talk we were having earlier about being a dog on and off the field?
Yeah.
He's proving that himself already. The kid's not making $230 million right now. He's fighting for a job. He's fighting for all those other teams that didn't draft him round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4. And here we are to pick him up in round 5. When 2 weeks prior to the draft, the kid was touted to go number 1 in the draft. And here we are. Cleveland Browns select Shedeur Sanders in the 5th round. I'm not mad about that. He could be a diamond in the rough. Look at it. Tom Brady was a diamond in the rough. Mold this kid. Teach him how to be great. Teach him how to do good things. Bring Bernie in.
And he wants to be, I don't know. Yeah, he gave some kid, I don't know if the kid was from Mayfield Heights or something, but you see he let like a high school senior borrow his Maybach for prom. Like I didn't see that. Yeah, Shedeur gave him his car for the night. Like, I don't know. He just does stuff that makes you like him and root for him.
I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't give any one of you my car.
I don't want your car. I don't want your car.
My record's expunged. So you better not be like pulling any legal facts, and that's why you won't let me borrow it. That shit should all be off my record by now.
But yeah, it's going to be Sanders, guys.
Different than the other ones. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, James Berlin down there. Yeah, I agree with you. He does have he's definitely motivated because he's wanting to break that chip off his shoulder just to prove everybody, why. I mean, that's why I'm pulling for him. But then again, like I said again though, I mean, this season it's about putting W's on the board, and you got to put your best guy out there. You don't just put Watson out there just because you owe us money. All this money, you ain't doing nothing. So you're going to put a shitty quarterback out there to lose games for you because he owes you money, or do you want to win football games? That's the thing.
I just cannot believe how bad he is. And he's been hurt since, so I get it. But it's like, dude, my God.
Yeah, I get it too. And everybody looks good when they're out there in their little shorts and T-shirts, throwing spirals to guys in T-shirts and shorts. And it's different when it's game time, But, I don't know what was going on with, none of us do, with Stefanski and Barry, and how they were thinking about what we're going to do with Deshaun, how we're going to get him in there, what we're going to do, and then this Achilles injury took him out. I thought maybe we wouldn't see him again, but there's still money owed. There's insurance money. When a guy gets hurt, you get so much of it back on the, there's a lot of things in there, but we're Browns fans, man. You guys want to win games? I want to. If it's Shedeur, it's Shedeur. Like I said, if it's Sanders, it's Sanders. If it's Dylan Gabriel, I'm riding with Dylan Gabriel. We put, you're the Monken said, you know what? Here's the keys. You've been the best here in training camp. Go out there and cook. Let's go.
Yeah.
Up to Slim. I'm gonna go with Ravens first, Browns second, Steelers third, and some reason the Bengals fourth in the division. That's where I'm going with that. What do you guys think?
I'm gonna put us in the middle. I don't know how you do the middle on that.
Yeah.
I'm going
You're number 2.5.
Yeah.
I'm going too, man. I'm going too. I can't wait to see this schedule come out. Then I can actually really start looking at a schedule and going, that's probably going to be a win. We'll split one with the Steelers. Yeah, we'll probably split one with the Ravens. It might be Cincinnati twice. It's happened before. Then I can start actually trying to put some, math down on it.
Yeah.
I
think we're going to I think we'll sneak into a wild card.
Yeah,
yes, exactly.
I want us to be first. I want us to win every game. I mean, I'm sure you guys do too. Everybody deserves it. The organization deserves it. The fans deserve it more than anything. If we keep putting up with, a product that's not that great, but we love them. It's time to.
That's like
to go out there and shine it up. Dude,
Sam,
I always get hate on. I get
Sam's
the hate.
so old. His fidget spinner is a permanent marker.
I'm about to just.
I thought that was one of like those Aldi's like just grape drinks, like the.
That's old. He drinks great drink on the show.
It's Canada Dry ginger ale. Now, ginger ale is the only time you drink ginger ale is probably when you're sick, right? Or you're like 70 years old or 80 years old or whatever. They always say it's an old timer drink. Unless you're an alcoholic, you mix it with whatever you like. But anyways, I'm not a ginger ale fan. And even when I'm sick, I don't like ginger ale. But they're making a blackberry and they're making a fruit splash, cherry fruit splash by Canada Dry, and they're very good. I would suggest trying them out because I didn't think I would be that guy drinking Canada Dry at all, even in my house here. So it's good. Check it out. Canada Dry, if you're out there. Canada Dry, if you're out there, we're looking for sponsorship.
Yeah.
I hope you're aware that I put the font for the notes today in size 15 rather than 12 so you can see them as well.
And then I still got to blow them up on my tablet.
Oh, man.
Where are we at, fellas? Where are we at?
We can close it there. End on a high note.
I'm cool, man. I thank everybody out there. James Frank, always. James Berlin, always. We got KP Young out there.
Mike J Bone back from Saturday.
Yep, Mike Gibson out there. We appreciate you guys getting in here. We do try to touch a lot of comments as much as we can and stay engaged with you guys. We still got to move through, business. But appreciate it, man, and all of our sponsors that sponsor our show, man. We appreciate you guys too. Big part of doing what we can do.
Absolutely. Everybody make sure you follow, like, subscribe, share. We appreciate everything you guys do as well for the comments and listen to us banter about the Browns during the off season. We try to make as much show content as we can for you guys. So we're here weekly. And guys, don't forget as well, before you like, share, and subscribe, go to vote.clevelandscene.com. People and places, hit that category, hit the sports podcast button for the best sports podcasts in Cleveland and type in Bearded Browns podcast. You can vote once daily. We won last year. We're going to try to do it again this year. So let's keep that going, guys. Once daily.
Yep.
And as well as,
let's two-peat, fellas. Let's two-peat it.
Yes. And then Bowling with the Pros again. We had Deborah on from Toys for Tots earlier. Again, Saturday, June 13th. Let me turn that subscribe button off. Saturday, June 13th, 11 to 4, Hall of Fame Lanes, 5155 Tuscarora Street, West Canton. I could say Tuscarora is like a boss now. You guys think I live there. But
Tuscaroras.
Tuscaroras. I heard Rick say it the other day, and I was like, that's not how I say it, dude.
Tuscaroras. No. Don't screw me up now. I've always said Tuscaroras. Do not screw me up now. Because I can't say, man, I am not. Ashtabula. I always mess that one up. Ashtabula.
Akron, Medina.
I can't.
Cuyahoga. Yeah.
My one buddy used to call Toledo Toodly-Doo. So there's that.
Toodly-Doo. But yeah, guys, Bob Golick, Felix Wright, Tom Darden, Greg Pruitt, Reggie Langhorne, Ben Davis, Joe Charbonneau, Anthony Griggs, Travis Tucker, James Black, and many more. She did tell us that the price per bowler was going to be cheaper because they have a donation sponsor. But as well as follow your Tuscaroras Browns backers, Legends Legacy Foundation, and Toys for Tots, guys. Do everything you can to help them out. Every little bit goes a long way. And again, you could check them out at toysfortotsohio.com. Be sure to check them out. Be sure to vote and be sure to come to Bowling with the Pros. It's going to be fun. And we're going to roll today's show out with a little bit of greatness here.
They give up 3 first rounds to land you.
That's that
But
guy.
they can't have you because you're mine. If 5 wins is the closest that you'll ever be to a Super Bowl, then I think that's fine. 'Cause all I can see
12 wins
are
this
the
year.
losses. There'll be so many without you here. And I don't care what Jerry Jones offers. I choose my sanity over your career. So we can't trade away Myles Garrett. If we do, then our whole team will be cheap.
Again,
That's the best part, dude.
where can everybody find your music before we let everybody go?
Yeah, Logan Bruce Music on Facebook. We just hit 151,000 followers there. Instagram, same thing, Logan Bruce Music. And yeah, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, just search Logan Bruce, and I've got some non-Brown stuff up there. It's still depressing, but it has nothing to do with the Browns.
That's what the Browns do to them.
Yeah, the music, the originals is the result of watching the Browns.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe, Logan. Maybe if we all stay on the right track and we get these youngsters out there and we get them playing good, and we're gonna have to switch it up. It's gonna be about how we winning, man. We have to change. We're gonna have to change it up. We're gonna have to come full
I've
circle.
never
thought
written a
about it.
happy parody or a happy original song. I'll need your guys' help or some heavy metal music. Get angry about the wins. Yeah,
You got Mike and me. We're all musicians, man, and yourself, man. So, by the way, my hand's getting better. I started picking up the guitar, man, and I'd like to jam with
There we
you.
go.
So,
all right,
sure.
yeah, let's do it.
Here's me trying to sell my drums. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you Saturday on the Brown
Quitter.
I had nobody buy Mike's drums. I need a drum. So nobody buy that shit. They're overpriced anyway. Yeah.
What?
That's
All
great.
We'll see you all Saturday. Thank you for joining us.
See ya.